So today's the next day after those 2 waterfowl hunts yesterday, and we got the birds here. It stayed below freezing for like the last 24 hours, so I was tired yesterday, didn't really want to clean them. We're gonna clean them today. I got a cameraman right here,
Yep.
Mally 5 times, aka Malachi, and then I have my nieces and my nephew. They said that they wanted to watch me clean a duck, and I figured this is a learning experience for them while they're still young. Teach them how to do this stuff and teach them about these ways, and their parents said it's okay, so we're fine. But about to give the phone to Malachi, and I'm gonna teach you how to field dress a duck. I'm not the best at it by any means, let me just say that now, but I do know how to do it. So I got a little bowl of water to start off. When I'm field dressing like ducks or when I'm like filleting fish, I always have a bucket so that it's not sitting out in the elements and it's sitting in the water afterwards. But first, here, can you guys back up a little bit? So first, you want to feel around, and then you'll feel for the little chest bone. And then when you find that chest bone, make a little incision like that and just cut up. And then you're gonna get a little hole right there. Then you just grab that hole and you just pull down.
How do you do that? How do you cut the duck?
And it's just gonna start going like that. And you just peel away from the meat. You wanna make sure that you get the fat, like get away from the fat, and you don't just pluck it, because that's just gonna make it harder down the line.
Ew, what's in there? What's in that?
It's duck meat.
Ew, what's duck?
I eat duck meat.
We eat that.
No, I eat duck meat. And just peel it all the way back.
Oh my god, why did you take it off? Blood? Blood? Yeah, there's no blood, but it probably... Is that blood? That's his meat. No, don't. Come lick it.
So you want to pull it all the way down, and then it's going to look like this. On smaller birds, it's going to just be the exact same thing, a little bit smaller. When it comes to really field dressing any bird, when it goes to dove, pheasant, well, I don't know about pheasant, but I know it doves and ducks, it's all the same. Then you just take the knife. You want to make sure you get a sharp knife. This is a Timberwolf knife. But you just, you want to just run right next to the breastplate and come all the way down. Hey, can you guys? And then you want to put the tip of the knife on it and just run it all the way down, and you'll feel the bone while you're going down it. So I always try to push onto the bone more, so then you're getting more meat.
How do you do that? How do you cut it?
With a knife.
Ew. Ew.
And then I just come down here, come all the way down, and just run the knife against the bone and just try to get the maximum amount of meat you can.
That looks good.
It's just a feather, Zay.
Take it on me. I gotta see.
Then you come up here. There's another bone that runs about like that way, more laterally. And you just want to find it and run your knife up against that one too.
On my face. Ew. Ew. Whose hand is that? Yeah, that's yours. Is that yours? Is that yours? Is that yours? Is that yours? Is that yours?
And then you'll get down to the guts. You want to make sure you don't cut the guts, so then you don't get any toxins in the meat. So then you just come, you cut around it a little bit.
Let me see.
And what I like to do, not right now, Zayla. Not right now, Zayla. And what I like to do is I like to peel it back a little bit more, so you can find where that breast meat ends. Hey, can we quiet down a little bit, please?
Ew.
Thank you.
Ew. Gross. You eat.
And then I get back on the inside of it.
You eat.
And just get everything else off of it.
You're gonna cut the ducky bucky. Don't cut the duck. Don't cut the ducks. Don't cut a duck. Don't cut a duck.
Are you blowing the feathers? Hey, can you take a step back a little bit?
Whoa! Oh my god! No! Oh my god! Seriously, it's not just coming! Oh my god! Seriously!
Just get all that meat off, and then it's gonna look like that. And then after that, I'll take you guys into the house and just show you guys how I clean off the meat. Nothing too special. Just make sure get like the blood off, since I think it's coagulated, or there's some word. I'll think of it when I go inside, but just make sure you clean it off and kill it. So we got the duck meat in the house, and what I like to do is I like to run it under this cold water, or like semi-warm water, just not like freezing cold but not hot. And I like to just do it like that, because you see the water, it broke up that fat that was holding those two pieces together. And you just do it like that and just pull it apart. And then you can see there's still like coagulated blood in there from where it was shot and stuff. So I just take it and I run my finger on it while the water runs on it. And then all that blood gets out. And then there's some feathers that were still left on it from cleaning it. So I'm gonna do that to this piece. And all this fat on it, there's some people that don't like fat on their birds, and they take the knife and they like make sure they get all the fat off. With me personally, I don't really see that much of a big deal about it, and it gives it more texture, a little bit more flavor, you know, when you're cooking it on the grill or whatever. So I'm not a big stickler about getting that off, but if you want to, just take your knife and run it up against that stuff. But then, you know, once you got it pretty clean, what I like to do is get that feather off of it. Once you get it clean like that, I just take it, throw it into a nice little Ziploc bag with some water in it. And then I'm gonna do these other birds, and I'll get back with you guys real quick. So we got all the duck in the water, in the bag. And then what I like to do is I always, like ever since growing up, I just put some salt in the bag. I usually don't measure anything, but I mean, for the sake of the video, I'll show you guys how much I usually put. Probably, I don't know, close to a spoonful. Throw it in there, zip the bag up, and just mix it around. Just get that salt mixed around in there, and then I'll probably put just a little bit more in it. And the salt, I always put salt in there because it acts as a preservative. And I learned that back in school, because like Native Americans, they used to use that on their meat when they were traveling and stuff. It acts as a preservative to keep the meat fresh, especially when you're going to be storing it. So the people that want to put their meat in the freezer and let it sit for a little bit, I highly suggest doing this just to make sure that your meat stays fresh. I know a lot of people that don't put salt in it and still put it in the freezer, and they still have good success, but me personally, that's my little tip that I've always done. And we just take it like this. Here, get all the air out of it. Or get most of the air out of it, that is. And then however you want to lay it in the freezer, you can lay it. Sometimes I lay it flat. Sometimes I just bunch it up like this. And here's those are those two teal from the last video. And then this is that wood duck from 2 videos ago, but I don't know. I think we're gonna cook this for dinner tonight, so this is gonna be a little bit of a catch. It was crooked. A little bit of a catch and cook kind of action, so I'm not gonna put it in the freezer, but that's how if you want to put it in the freezer now, that's what you do. But now we're about to get ready to cook it, and we're gonna make some poppers out of it and wrap it in some bacon and throw it on the grill or in the oven. Let's go. So we got the bacon here. And we got the duck here. This is the same duck that we cleaned up earlier. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make it take thin slices out of it. I'm probably gonna get about 5 out of each, probably 6 out of that one. We have 20 pieces of bacon, and then we'll just go from there. So I'm gonna show you guys what it's gonna look like. So just make a cut like that. That's all you gotta do, just really simple. And we're gonna get the rest of this done, and then I'll pick you guys back up and show you guys what it's gonna look like. We got all the duck cut up. I'm gonna put some seasonings on it, and I use Misty's all-purpose seasoning. I use Misty's all-purpose seasoning on almost 90% of the stuff I cook. But we're not gonna put a lot on it, just enough so it has a little bit more pop to it. So I'm just gonna throw the duck in there. Throw a little bit more on top, on the side. Then grab the lid for it. Give it a nice little shake around. Just mix it up. See what that looks like, and might have to put a little bit more. No, it looks good. Just want to make sure it's good seasoned everywhere. Make sure you didn't miss anything out. And then we went to the store. We couldn't find any toothpicks, but got some bamboo skewers. Oh, should we make like a whole bunch, a kebab instead of just? Okay, we're gonna make kebabs out of it instead of poppers, just because that kind of sounds beautiful. But so now you just take one of your pieces of bacon, lay it out there. You got a piece of duck, just throw it in there and wrap it on around. Just like that. And you go ahead and stick that right on through it. Ooh, a little tougher than I thought it would be. And then that's it. And then you just keep going. That's a small piece of bacon, but do a couple more for you guys, and then that fell. A couple more for you guys, and then we are going to take you guys outside and get this on the grill, because the grill's been heating up. Because with game, you don't want to overcook it, but with the bacon, it takes it to be really hot to get it to cook. So you want to make sure that grill or whatever you're going to cook it on is pretty hot. Do one more for you guys. All it is you're putting the duck in the bacon, and all you're doing is rolling it on up and sticking it right on through, just like that. Now let's go outside. Got it all done up, and got the little pan that I'm gonna put on the grill, and we're about to go out there. So we decided not to put it on the grill because when I went out to the grill, it wasn't holding heat and only 3 of the burners were going. So we put it in the oven. It's been in there for like 7 minutes now. I'll flip the camera around, show you guys what it's looking like right now, but it's starting to cook, starting to get that juicy, great, good look and flavor and all that good stuff. And I'm pretty excited to see what it tastes like. What you think?
Excited. Looks good.
Peek real quick. Looking good, nice and crispy. So we're just gonna flip these over, get both sides. Now I kind of see why people use toothpicks, because the ends of these sticks are kind of burning, but it's okay. Gives it a smoky wood texture or some stupid stuff like that Gordon Ramsay would say. Ooh, that's just... You can kill it whenever. I'll throw it over here. And then just to give it a little bit more taste with the bacon, we have some sugar and cinnamon. And in total, we had it cooking for 20 minutes, and I rotated it every about 8 minutes, so like almost a total of 3 times. And just made sure it was nice and cooked all the way through. We're gonna let it cool off, and then we're gonna try it. Taste it. I think it tastes amazing. We got Mom here. Mom, you wanna try it real quick?
At the same time, Malachi does.
Yep.
I want to do it.
Grab a piece off. I think it tasted good. Duck got overcooked a little bit, but
Cheers.
eat it, Mom.
It's hot.
I know it's hot, but is it good?
No.
Put some Misties
No.
on it. You don't like it? What? You don't like it? You don't like it? Mom,
That's
don't
what
throw
a
up.
strange taste to it.
It's different, but I thought it was
I
good
thought the bacon would be crunchy. Why is the bacon mushy?
because we didn't have it hot enough and all that.
It's not
Don't
bad.
give me it. Don't throw it away.
I'll give a little.
Oh wow. So it looks like I need to get my duck cooking skills a little bit better, but I think it tastes pretty good. Mom doesn't like it, but it is what it is.
Did you season it?
Yeah, I seasoned
With
it.
just duck?
So Mom elaborated more. She said she didn't like the texture of it, but the seasoning was good. We just need next time get the bacon a little bit more. I mean, I've already ate 6 of them. I think they're great. Malachi said he's not going to eat anymore just because he doesn't like the texture and he wishes it was a little more crunchy. But next time, I guess. Now, Big Gum drop out.